Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll help fix your life. But I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. My child was born, but I was out with another woman. So Mike, take it easy on me. Hey, yo, pause, fam. That was a super zesty intro. Let's relax. Well, my girlfriend had just given birth to our son. Congrats on the bundle of joy, my boy. And while she is in the hospital with complications, damn. Hey, I hope all's well. I told her I was going home to shower and change, and I'll be right back. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. But really, I want to link this new thing I've been texting. See? I knew he was full of shit, but I also had to drop off some abortion money to another woman I got pregnant a few weeks ago. Hey, yo, nah, that's nasty work and I'm not here for it. Not at all. I know I was bugging out and I feel terrible about it. I deleted all the messages to cover my tracks, but I didn't know that iPhone keep those messages in another folder. There's a right way to do the wrong thing and you clearly failed at that. So one day she going through my phone and finds everything. Stay alert, stay alive. She saw that while she is in the hospital bed dealing with our baby, I was out cheating and secretly paying off another girl. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I said it before, I'll say it again. Now she's threatening to leave me, take me to court for child support, and ruin my life. I honestly don't know what to do. I really want my family back. All right, so let me get this straight. You and wifey at the hospital, she give birth to your son, baby boy. Healthy, I'm assuming, because you only mentioned she had complications, not him. While she's in there, struggling, trying to overcome the childbirth. You know, black women got the highest mortality rate during childbirth amongst any other race. Google it if you don't believe me. So while she in there, she gives birth to the baby. She's having complications. The nurses probably got your youth in the little, you know what I'm saying, in the bassinet. That thing where all the babies be lined up. You could peep them through the window. Yeah, there go my kid right there. Your kid in there. And you decide, oh yeah, right now is the perfect time to go link shorty because she's down for the count. She can't be spying on me. The baby is being watched for. Oh, this is free time. So you tell wifey, yeah, I'm gonna go break out to the crib, babe. Wash up, I'm smelling a little right. Been here for like 2 days. I don't like that. Throw on a fresh pair of clothes, grab a coffee or something. You want something? No, I'm good, babe. All right, I'm gonna break to the house, babe. Tidy up, you know what I'm saying? Change, and I'll be back. You need anything, you call me. She's like, okay. She's not even thinking about you gonna go wild. Then you go beat cheeks with some new joint that you've been texting, wow, and baby on the way, you got time to be texting another joint. Amazing. I don't understand how you do it. You know what I mean? I wasn't even with my BM when she had my daughter, and I was over there every day, rubbing her belly, making sure she was cool, because I ain't want no stress on my youth. You know what I'm saying? Even though me and her wasn't getting along, I was still making sure she was cool. You're a piece of shit. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. So then you go link this new joint. You said it's new, so you having a baby, and you still find a time to meet new joints out of pocket. Then after you get done linking her, you go drop off the bread for the deleted fetus because you slipped up a couple weeks ago. You was letting off, shooting up the club in this other joint. She gets knocked. Obviously, you don't want anything to do with her. You're like, yo, I'm going to pass you the cheese. Go ahead and just get rid of that. But first, I got to go link this new thing that I'm going to possibly shoot her club up to and be revisiting this whole situation in another couple weeks. Yo, you're a piece of shit, bro. I know men step out sometimes, do their thing, you know what I mean? I don't think that for men, we biologically meant to be with one woman, but we do it when we love someone because it's like, hey, man, I want a family. I don't want to ruin it. So let me just keep my meat inside this one piece. Cool. But what you doing is just crazy, bro. I'm not even siding with you on that. Ain't no God code or nothing. You're bugging all the way out, fam. Should have been there with your lady making sure she was good. Now, what happens if while you out there doing that, you get a call from the hospital like, man, she didn't make it while you was gone, had some complications. How would you have felt? It's ridiculous, bro. Like, tighten up, man. Part of me wants to say, I hope you don't get your family back because you don't deserve her. You know what I'm saying? But I know that children do better in a two-parent household over any other situation. So what I'm going to say is this. Regardless if she takes you back or not, you need to change you. Because whatever's going on in your brain to make you be that addicted to sex, you need a counselor or something. You need to be on some type of registry because you're bugging out. But let's just say she does take you back. You need to make it right, and you need to treat her like a queen, bro. You got a lot of making up to do because what you did was foul. And if she don't take you back, you just got to be a father to your son. But you need to work on yourself so you don't do this to the next joint. Because who knows, you might get married down the line, have a whole nother family. You don't want to repeat your same mistakes. You're out of pocket, bro. I don't really have no advice to you, but straighten up, bro. You need some help. You need some counseling. You need some therapy. You need a male role model that ain't on the nonsense because you're clearly out of pocket. Stay alert, stay alive. He said he was a comedian, but it turns out he was the joke. So check it out, Mike. I've been talking to this dude for a few weeks now, and everything was going smooth. It seemed like we were going to end up being a couple. I hope y'all ain't meet on Pop the Balloon, did you? So we're talking one day, and he told me he does comedy. What's his Instagram? Nah, it's for market research purposes and whatnot. And no, I'm not telling you who he is. He invited me to one of his shows. You're going to be either laughing with him or at him, but that second option is nasty work. So I went to support him. When he got on stage, he bombed so bad. Nah, bombing in front of Bay, I'm definitely not here for it. The jokes weren't landing. People were barely laughing. It made me so uncomfortable. You should have called Homeland Security for that bomb he just dropped. That's a domestic terrorist. And then the next comedian came up and roasted him for 5 minutes straight. The whole club was laughing. Well, at least somebody got to laugh at him. Later on, when we're outside the comedy club, I realized he's brand new to this. Oh, she done landed herself an open mic man. And all the other comics pretty much treat him like the joke. Because he is. Yo, that's how we be treating you know what? Never mind. Like he's the clown of the group. Watching that gave me the biggest ick. I couldn't even look at him the same. He said that never happens, but he got nervous because I was there. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. I'm so turned off now, I don't even know if I should keep seeing him. What's your advice? All right, sweetie, so check this out, right? Here's the thing. If you said he's brand new to this, it's definitely not gonna go amazing right off the rip. With that being said, I don't know why he invited you. That's the last place I want you to be at, knowing that I ain't nice like that, you know what I'm saying? But then he told you, this never happens, I'm nervous because you're here. I think that's a lie. I think that's a flat out lie, you know what I mean? And so the one thing that I do want to correct you on, and you could be right, I might be wrong, but when you said they're treating him like the butt of the joke, like he's the clown of the group, well, that's usually what happens whoever bombs that night. And if he's cool with those dudes, that's absolutely their job to just cook him so he remembers that night and never bombs again. So I don't think that he's like the flunky. They're like sending him to the store for nothing like that. I think he had a bad set. The host went up there, did his job and addressed it. Yeah, fam, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? And they all laughed in the back because that's what we do. We clown each other all the time. Every Monday after the D-Ray show outside of the Improv, we're outside just roasting everybody. People walking by, people who bombed on, excuse me, people who bombed on stage, people who ain't get on stage. Then there's always the one person laughing and be like, yo, I don't know what you laughing for. You still doing open mics, bro. You're not nice like that. And then they start roasting him. That's just the way we are. So I don't think your man's like a cornball or nothing, you know what I'm saying? And he might have got nervous. He might have been like, man, I'm trying to really impress Shorty. And he went and just, it just ain't land. Or the crowd was bad. It could be a million things. Don't cut him off. Come on, let's give him a break. That's a bit much. Because you're looking at it from the purview of someone who's not a comedian. So you see the interaction with him and the boys afterwards, and you feel like he a lame. He not a lame. I mean, he could be a lame. I do know some lames, but that may be not why they was doing that to him. So you got to give him some grace. Stick it out. If you really like him and everything's going well, then, you know, just don't go to his shows no more. Because if he does suck, let him bomb without you seeing it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when I go to a show and somebody's bombing, I'm uncomfortable too. I'll be like, man, somebody light him, bro, because my stomach's starting to hurt. This is ridiculous. He don't know he's up there dying. So I get it. But don't let him not being good at comedy affect your possible love life. He might be a great dude to you, it just sucks at telling jokes. Or maybe he really is nice and you just didn't get to see that. You cut him off after one try is a little bit, that's why women, we be saying y'all be initiating them divorces and breakups. Y'all emotions be so fleeting. Everything was good. Then you seen him bomb one time and now you ready to break up. Come on now, what are you doing? You bugging. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You bugging. I ain't gonna go too hard on you because you out of pocket. Get a boy some grace. Let him keep working on his craft, building it up, and see where he goes. Because guess what happens? You leave him because he ain't do well. You keying with your friends in the group chat. And then 2-3 years down the line, you see he got 1 million followers on the gram. He got a Netflix special coming out because it could happen like that. Back in the day, it couldn't happen that fast. Now, all it takes is one video to go viral. One person see you in the audience. They want to make you a star. It could happen. So 5 years, 3 years, whatever you look at it, you see he got a Netflix special. Now you hey big-headed him in a DM and he curving you. He didn't want you because you laughed at him because he bombed one night. Dave Chappelle bombed. Martin bombed. Everybody bombs. It happens. The best people bomb. It's part of working on the craft. So give him some grace. And if anything, if it don't work out and he's just not good, just don't go to his shows. You won't have to see that. Let him eat that in shame. Pause. That was crazy. Yeah, let him deal with that in shame by himself. You know what I'm saying? But break out with him about that? Come on now. Knock it off. And again, I think you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. It's not, he might not be the flunky. He just had a bad set. But my advice to you, give it another shot, see where it goes. And in the meantime, stay alert, stay alive. My grandma told me my mom is keeping a secret from me. So check this out, Mike. My grandma and my mom ain't been seeing eye to eye for a few months now. And my grams told me that my mom was keeping a deep secret from me and I needed to talk to her about it. Hey, yo, Grams is going for the throat. So I go to my mom and I ask her and she swears there's no secret and says her mom is lying. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. For weeks, I've been stuck in the middle going back and forth between the two of them. Hey, yo, pause. Sound like they scissoring. And nobody will tell me what's going on. Then one day, my grandma hints that I should be asking my mom who my real dad is. It sounds like you're gonna need Ayanna Van Zandt to fix your life. So I finally ask, and it turns into this huge fight between my mom and my dad. Steve Harvey ain't hosting this episode of Family Feud. My dad ends up demanding a blood test, and when it comes back, he really is my dad. Well, I guess that's the load off your back. Hey, yo, pause. But now he's pissed wanting to know why it was ever even questioned. Facts. Then my grandma finally admits she made the whole thing up because she was mad at my mom about something else. Nah, no way. Nana gotta get sent to Whispering Willows nursing home for the egregious nonsense she just put y'all through. So now I'm sitting here after all that drama, confusion, and stress, wondering if I should just cut my grandma off completely. Yes, because this whole thing had me messed up and depressed for weeks. What do I do? Yo, your grams is out of pocket. She's old, bitter, and miserable because there's no reason in the world you make up a lie like that because you mad at your daughter about something. Now you got her and hubby beefing and he wondering what's going on. I'm not going to tell you to cut your grandmother off. She's probably older. You know what I'm saying? She don't really got that much time on the earth, so you got to make the most of it. But you definitely need to limit the interactions you have with her because that's out of pocket. Ain't no way in hell I'm going for that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you stressed out. And I'm not even saying you being selfish because you only worried about how it's making you feel. But think about the dynamic that just changed within your father and your mother's relationship because of something your grandmother said. You know what I mean? Now, even though your grandmother said, oh, I made it up, it was a lie, your dad is probably sitting there thinking, nah, that ain't a lie. Mom's really did something. Grandma knew, said something, and then had like buyer's remorse, like, I might have crossed the line, I shouldn't have said that. So now your dad in the back of his mind always gonna be thinking your mom did something and grandma then ran the tape. Your grandma's a snitch. That's what he thinking. Your grandma is a first 48 confidential informant. That's what you, now he don't even bang with her because he's probably looking at her like that's his mom, mother-in-law. He's over there helping her with the house, the yard work, all that stuff. Whole time she know wifey was out there cracking somebody else and didn't tell him. So now he mad at your grandma. He looking at your mom's side eye because he really want to know the truth. He not gonna get a good night's sleep for at least a month now. Grandma done ruined the whole dynamic with your family. Y'all household is in shambles because grandma's is petty. That's crazy. And here's the thing. Grams might not be lying either. What if your grandma's doing exactly what I think your dad is going to think? What if your mom did step out and there might have been some speculation, but turns out your dad is your dad? And your mom just had enough and just spilled the beans and then actually felt bad and was like, nah, I just made that up. There's no secret. I was mad at her about this. Because they got girl code. That's still her daughter. She probably came to her like, what are you doing? Well, you shouldn't have. You gotta say you was lying. Okay, I'll say it, whatever. Everybody's gonna be mad at me. So what? You can't? Come on, I ain't tell dad about that one time. Whatever, they got a code together. That could be the possibility. So you cutting your grandma off because she lied, but maybe she didn't. Maybe your mom's the one you gotta have a conversation with. This is crazy. This is like more for Maury, not for Mike Murphy, because I'm gonna make jokes about it. It really ain't nothing funny because this is a crazy situation. Like, I be mad at everybody except my dad. My dad ain't doing nothing wrong. He providing, he raising me, all that. He just got thrown into the fire because these two little, women want to be catty. That's crazy. So either your mom really did it and she foul and your grandma snitched, which is crazy, or she didn't do it and your grandma made the whole thing up and y'all got to excommunicate her from the family. You know what I'm saying? Let her pass in a retirement home. Go ahead and send her to the nursing home. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to be honest because I don't know what the truth is. Because Grams could be lying, moms could be lying. All I know is that I'm glad your dad is your dad, and I think you need to look at your moms and your grandma a little differently moving forward until you actually figure out what's going on. Because best believe if them two know the real secret, like if that's really the case, somebody else in the family know too. You think grandma was able to stay silent all these years and finally spilled the beans? Nah, she told somebody else. So that's my advice to you, is just kind of like, don't cut anybody off, but kind of look at everybody differently and proceed with caution. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment telling me what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure I read it in a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.